Hey, what's going on, guys? Butterbar here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a good day today. Dude, we are going to be recapping a lot of stuff that's been happening within the last hour up until yesterday with Respawn's response. This is a big recap video if you guys are not keeping track of exactly what is happening with the Titanfall DDoS attack news and kind of what's been going on with the issues about it. Not only did we have a game news website finally talk about the issue, Eurogamer came out with an article talking about it. You had a Respawn's response yesterday finally issuing out another tweet saying they're investigating. But I would say you have a better prominent YouTuber, Upper Echelons, who he already made a video talking about Titanfall 1 servers, but he's also made a video just when the last hour, maybe a few minutes, actually talking about the DDoS attacks happening to Titanfall 2. So we got three things to talk about. I want to give you guys my opinion about it. I would definitely not only check out the news article from Eurogamer, but also give some support and check out that Upper Echelon's video. I think for people that are in the community, I think you'll enjoy it. I liked it, you know, as somebody that doesn't know the ins and outs about, you know, the servers and stuff like that, it's still at least nice to know a little bit of the issues that's been going on that other players have been experiencing that I really haven't had because I don't play Titanfall 2 as usually as I do, but I'm still part of this community. I will still want to address it. I still want to push out the issues, and I still want to make people aware to where hopefully these fixes do come sooner rather than later. So let's go off of this. So yesterday, I think it was around maybe 1-2 o'clock yesterday, Respawn came out with this response saying they were aware of new waves of DDoS attacks affecting the Titanfall game, so Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, and the team is investigating. Now, again, it's something that's not new to the Titanfall community, and something that I reported on a couple of days ago is that they already had a response. Back on April 5th, they already were addressing this issue, but also between that addressing on April 5th, you also had that Season 9 Apex Legends build up in that Titanfall day. So a lot of time has passed, and even with my last video talking about how it's been a month and a half and we still haven't heard anything like what's going on, what's happening, what are the issues, what's the ins and outs of this fix, because in that first tweet on April 5th it said that the fixes were coming ASAP, and it's been a month and a half and still nothing. But then we have this this other tweet from Respawn talking about the issue. Now, it is very interesting to see exactly what they've been tweeting, because it's something that I've kind of talked about with other community members, is that I don't think that Respawn's going to come out and say, hey, we can't fix the servers, you guys kind of are on your own. It would just be kind of bad PR. So in this tweet, it doesn't say they're going to be fixing it, they're going to be right on it. It just says we're going to be investigating. Does that mean they're going to be able to fix it or not be able to fix it? Unclear. It's unknown. I don't think they're going to come out right up and say, hey, we can't fix the servers, bye-bye. I don't think it's going to happen, but it is kind of some PR stuff saying, hey, they are going to be investigating it, they are looking into it. So, but look, we've kind of gone off of this April 5th, a month and a half ago response, and we're now getting another response. So what's the reason behind it? I honestly think it's a lot more community members out there, a lot more people that are prominent in the Titanfall community, and other people getting involved in this news about the DDoS attacks, I think are starting to have a little bit of an effect. I think we're finally getting this ball rolled up this hill, and everybody is pushing behind this wall to try to get something addressed, to get people's eyes open of the problems that are happening. It's just taking a lot of us, and it's going to take some time to get this ball up the hill. I want to actually talk about this too. There's been two different responses to this tweet. One is, you know, thank you, hey, appreciate it, Respawn, you know, it's really nice that you guys come out and talk about it and address it. The other half has been kind of players scorned of this entire thing, to where players have been being affected for weeks and months and nothing's been done, nothing's been happening. There's players out there that make a living off of this thing. You know, people play streaming, you know, streaming Titanfall 2, making a living off of this game, and then they can't do it because of the DDoS attacks, and I can understand where that can make people mad. So I get both perspectives, where people are still very thankful of them addressing this, but also, too, I can also understand people that are just super PO'd about this entire thing and a fix hasn't come. So hopefully with this tweet, I'm really hoping that a fix is coming sooner rather than later. I mean, it was ASAP about a month and a half ago, but I also want to point this out as well. So Garza, you know, Recon, a lot of people in the community know Recon and whatnot. He's a community coordinator for Respawn. He even came out and retweeted it saying, I know it's been hard for our Titanfall 2 community, and I'm sorry, but we're working on a solution. This one will take some time. So even he is coming out here saying, yes, we are addressing this issue. We are trying to figure out exactly what the fix will be, and we are trying to do it, but it will take some time. How much time? I don't know. But again, like I said, you have players out here that are pretty PO'd, and I don't think goodwill is going to be lost. I think some people goodwill might be lost here and there, but I think a lot of people in the community are trying to stay as positive as they possibly can with this issue. And again, like I said, I really hope a fix comes sooner rather than later. But there was one interesting thing that was brought up within, I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, Iniquity actually brought this up, and I thought it was a really good point. So you've had this issue with Titanfall 2 and the Titanfall servers for about a month and a half, going all the way, or sorry, not a month and a half. You've had issues with this going all the way to back February, March time frame, where Iniquity was one of the few people that were first getting targeted with the DDoS attacks. Well, it's funny that he actually pointed this out to where, you know, you had this DDoS attack issue that's happening for months, but then you have this Apex Legends Season 9 event to where gaming articles, IGN, GameStop, Game Informer, Kotaku, Polygon, all these things, all these gaming news websites are reporting on Titanfall Day, how big the player base is getting on Steam, on Origin, huge player base on PC, the build up for Apex Legends Season 9, and then all of a sudden, once Titanfall Day ends and Apex Season 9 begins, everybody, all the steam that Titanfall 2 had died off. The DDoS attacks continued to happen after that. They kicked back up, but then nobody has talked about the DDoS attacks. No gaming website, no IGN, Game Informer, Polygon, Kotaku, GameStop. All these journalists, these game news websites are not talking about this issue, and it makes me wonder why. Like, I get there's a game going on. You want to get as many clicks as possible. You want to get as much traction as you possibly can. But one of the things that has me kind of wondering is that because it's a small community, is that the reason why? Is it because Titanfall 2 is a 5-year-old game? Titanfall 1's a 7-year-old game? Is that the reason why? Or is there something else behind why there's just a lack? There is a huge lack in coverage of this thing that's happening to the game. But today kind of made me a little bit more joyful, and honestly, this is I think just one more, hey, people are seeing the issues, it's being addressed, people are trying to expose a little bit more of the issues. But again, Eurogamer just won. And this is my thing. Eurogamer, I think it's great that it comes out in reporting on this thing of the DDoS attacks. They even have a little article written up about the entire thing of what players have been experiencing. Ishii's in here, and so many others are in here talking about it. Even Garza, even Recon has a tweet in here talking about the issues that people have been experiencing in Titanfall 2. But this is my big worry, my big concern. Is this just one article? Is this just going to be one? Is this just going to be one website? Is this just going to be Game Informer or Eurogamer? Or you go back to Iniquity's website, is IGN going to talk about it? GameStop going to talk about it? Kotaku, Polygon, Game Informer, or all these things? You have gaming news websites that it's their job to report on entertainment, movies, games, all this stuff. This is a huge issue that's happening with one prominent game because it's part of that Titanfall, Apex, universe. Why is it not getting talked about or covered whatsoever? So is Eurogamer going to be the first article of many, or is it going to be the one and only? It's unclear, but I'm at least happy to know that there are at least one gaming website that is reporting on it. But I am actually very happy to see this video, and it's funny to know that this literally released just a couple of minutes or about an hour or so ago. If you guys don't know, Upper Echelon actually does a very good job when it comes to creating videos, kind of not either kind of exposing kind of bad behavior when it comes to like streaming, players and stuff like that, or this and that. He's a very good, I would say, YouTuber when it comes to articulating his points very well and being able to address issues that he's seeing within the gaming franchises, news, stuff like that. Well, he actually did make a video talking about Titanfall 1 server issues. And I'm like, oh man, this is, this is fantastic. He's making a video about the Titanfall servers. He's going to talk about Titanfall 2. And actually finishing his video, he never talked about Titanfall 2 servers. I was like, oh my gosh, does this dude even know what's going on? Well, lo and behold, a couple of days later, today, a few hours ago, he actually released a video talking about the Titanfall 2 issues as well. So, at least from his video, he talks about how he was in contact with community members. I'm glad to know that people were able to reach out and talk to him. But I'm really, look, out of anything, I am hopeful that people, not only in game news, but also prominent YouTubers, are making this issue aware to other people. And again, it's not just the Titanfall community that's kicking and screaming at this point. We're now finally getting more people involved and more people making others aware of the issue. Look, there's a lot of people out there, including myself, the Titanfall community, that does not want to see Titanfall 2 go the way that Titanfall 1 did, where it is an unplayable game. We want to see Titanfall 2 strive and be successful and be successful for others and grow, still continue to grow 5 years later. I don't know if this is enough yet. Again, I think right now we are a community pushing a ball up a hill, trying to get some momentum, but it's kind of an uphill battle right now. I think with what Upper Echelon was able to do with making this video, with Eurogamer writing an article about the issue, and also too with Respawn coming out with their response from yesterday saying that the teams is still investigating it, it leaves me hopeful that the problem will be addressed. But will an actual solution come? I don't know. So I think as a community, I think the more that we are vocal about this, the more that we push it, the more that we are getting more people involved, I think it's going to be a helpful thing in the long run. But will we actually see a fix sooner rather than later? It's unclear, but dang it, ASAP a month and a half ago, man, come on. But anyway, just wanted to give you guys a little recap of everything that's going to be kind of going on, give you guys my opinion about everything, but hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely check out the Eurogaming article, definitely check out Upper Echelon's video. At least for me, as somebody that is not too much in the know of the whole server issue stuff, it's a pretty eye-opening video of kind of what's been going on within the community. So let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you guys think about this recap of the issues been going on? Check out that article, check out his video, and hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me a comment, like if you like it, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll see you guys all next time.